Good day, everyone, and welcome to this edition of your HLGU News Update. I'm Jill Alexander. Up first, we are in downtown Hannibal this morning to tell you about an HLGU professor who could soon be a Missouri lawmaker. English professor Lewis Riggs announced that he wants to be the next 5th District State Representative. Riggs made that announcement right here inside a popular downtown small business. Here's more on that story. Hannibal-LaGrange University English professor Lewis Riggs announces that he will run for office in the Missouri House of Representatives. Riggs announced publicly on November 21st that he will be running for 5th District State Representative for Missouri. Issues such as economic opportunity, school funding, and taking care of rural businesses are just some of the items that Riggs plans to change as a part of his platform. Riggs supporter Kathy Gunn says it's those issues that are driving her support.
I hope that Lewis can further support some of the issues that he is running for on his platform, such as supporting the right for life and our Second Amendment.
Lewis Riggs made the announcement for his campaign in downtown Hannibal at Becky's Old-Fashioned Ice Cream Parlor. Many supporters showed up for the announcement, and Riggs says that he is already feeling good about the reactions.
I feel great about the support, and this is something I've been talking to people quietly for about the last 6 months, and everybody I've talked to thinks it's a really good idea. They think it's a really good time.
The current 5th District Representative Lyndall Shoemake is not available for re-election due to term limits. Almost half of political offices in the Missouri House of Representatives will be up for election due to these term limits. Riggs supporter Sarah Jameson says she is confident in Riggs' ability to do the job.
He's a very honest man and a very intelligent young man, and I think he'll do a fine job.
Riggs joins Palmyra Mayor Lauren Graham and Monroe City Mayor Neil Minor as candidates in the race for 5th District Representative. Primary elections are set to take place August 2018. Reporting for TNN, I'm Jill Alexander. The Maybe Sports Complex is pretty quiet right now as we head into finals week, but that was not the case when 7-time SEC Coach of the Year Steve Spurrier visited HLGU. Spurrier was on campus recently for the Booster Banquet. The event took place November 16th with Coach Spurrier as the keynote speaker for the annual event. Spurrier spoke a lot about the importance of football in his life. Spurrier says football teaches us a lot about teamwork.
If you're going to be successful, the whole team has to arrive together at the top, or you're not going to arrive at all. So teamwork is what most all of us think is the biggest value of football.
500 guests attended the Booster Banquet. HLGU ministry team Praise Song performed for the audience. Plans are already underway for next year's event. The sounds of Christmas filled the Parker Theater during HLGU's Christmas music concert. The Hannibal-LaGrange University Music Department hosted its annual Christmas concert on November 30th. The HLGU Concert Choir and Symphonic Orchestra performed for the audience. HLGU professor and Symphonic Orchestra conductor John Francis also led a trumpet group in a special performance. Many of HLGU's faculty and staff performed with the music groups. There were also multiple solos from HLGU students. The HLGU Christmas concert is held as a celebration of all of the accomplishments of both performance groups from the semester. 6 seniors graduating in December were honored at the concert. Can wearing a dress really change the world? Participants in a campaign called Dresscember believe that it can. Dresscember is a commitment to wear a dress for the entire month of December. Sponsors give money to a campaign, and those funds go to free slaves of human trafficking. This is the 3rd year HLGU students have participated in the Dresscember campaign. HLGU student and participant Cami Fiedler says this is an impactful way to make a difference.
When you're wearing a dress every day, people are going to notice, and then you can start telling them the statistics and the facts about human trafficking and that kind of stuff, and then it'll help raise awareness, and the more people that know about it, the more they'll want to get involved.
If you would like to donate to give dignity and freedom to slaves around the world, you can go to www.dresscember.org/dressthemidwest. Again, Dress the Midwest is the HLGU team. The goal is to raise $5,000. A reception to celebrate a special athletic honor was recently held in the Trojan Hospitality Suite. Hannibal-LaGrange University announced that they scored a perfect 100 points on their scorecard from the NAIA Champions of Character Award. HLGU faculty, staff, and students came together in celebration of this gold award. Student athletes at Hannibal-LaGrange University say they always try to instill the 5 core values of a champions of character anytime they are on the field.
Really just means that when you're on the field or on the court that you're representing what we want to be as athletes and followers of Christ. So just being respectful, serving your teammates well, and just being a really good athlete and competing well.
Hannibal-LaGrange is the only institution in the American Midwest Conference to earn this honor. The reception included refreshments and an introduction of student athletes representing each of HLGU's athletic teams. Speaking of champions of character, HLGU JV women's basketball player Lorem is just one of the many athletes on our campus that is a champion of character. Lorem is a December graduate and is ready to take what she's learned as a player and apply it to being a coach. More on that story, here's Emma Anderson.
HLGU senior Hannah Lorem will soon trade in her basketball shoes for a clipboard and whistle. Lorem, a guard on the JV women's basketball team, has already secured a job for after graduation. Lorem will fill a junior high softball coaching position in her hometown of Milan, Indiana. When it comes to coaching, Lorem says she is most excited about having the chance to impact her players beyond the game of softball.
The main thing I'm ready for is just to get to teach my love that I have for this sport to these younger girls, and hopefully that they can find that same passion for the sport.
As Lorem wraps up her final season as a player with the Lady Trojans, she's also preparing for the challenges she may face as a new coach.
I think the biggest difference between playing and coaching is I cannot do it for them. So when I see something, I have to figure out how to get it across to them in a way that they can understand and help them out.
Whether she is on the basketball court or on the softball field, Lorem holds herself to a high standard. Lorem says the most important values are the ones that she expects of herself and her players.
Respect and sportsmanship are at the top of what I expect of my players. I have always held that high as a value for myself.
Lorem has spent her time at HLGU demonstrating the core values of a champion of character, and soon she will have the opportunity to instill the same values in her own players. Reporting for TNN, I'm Emma Anderson.
For more Champions of Character feature stories, you can check out our YouTube page. That's all the time we have for now. Until next time, I'm Jill Alexander.